It went to the guy, blown for offside, and instead of stopping, he kicked the ball out of play. So that is him wasting time for the 46th minute.
Yellow card, in your opinion?
Of a definite yellow card. Was there a yellow card given? Not at all. A deliberate handball stopped a goal-scoring opportunity. And the linesman stood for about 3 minutes with his flag up, Chris. Would not to put his flag down to the referee, went over. And you could see what he was saying. Deliberate handball, blah, blah, blah. The referee went up and gave another yellow card to somebody else. I mean, it was a definite red card. But no, would they take the advice of his linesman? No, not at all. Yeah, and Monday night, a policeman, as far as I'm led to believe, a policeman said to the linesman, who attracted the attention of the referee, and he gave another yellow card to Andy Halliday. And my reading of the rules on that one, and we'll go back on it again, my reading of the rules is that one, an offensive gesture like that should be a straight red card. Now, a straight red card you can appeal. 2 yellow cards you can't appeal. So therefore Andy Halliday was missing today. And Andy Halliday's had some good performances for us this season.
Absolutely.
I sometimes think that Andy Halliday's not get the consistency that, and it will come, it definitely will come, but sometimes his consistency is a wee bit suspect. He put Nicky Ball, and I refuse to call him Dominic, he put Nicky Ball in Halliday's position today, and he had a pretty fair game. He really did have a fair game. So, but Wilson, oh God, my heart's my mouth every time I see him. Seriously,
I really don't feel comfortable talking about Wilson. It's before 9 o'clock. Can we go back to Wilson after 9 o'clock? Ian? We might even get some callers coming in after 9 o'clock to talk about Wilson.
Oh, there we go. Apparently a Falkirk fan ran into the Bears throwing punches after we scored and applauding as Stuart's huckled him. Thanks for that, David.
So a Falkirk fan ran into the Rangers fans throwing punches.
Yeah.
I reckon he'll be out by now. Simply because he's not a Bear.
He might well be. Just don't do it again. Don't you dare do that again. It wasn't nice.
No, but a naughty boy. Well, so I mean, the blatant time wasting is a given. I believe.
But at the 46th minute, I mean, to be honest, Falkirk created some chances today.
But do you not think that's maybe why he didn't get a yellow card, because it was so kind of early in the game? If he were to do that kind of the 80 plus minutes, do you still believe the ref would have ignored it?
Time is a finite thing. You've got 90 minutes of a match, so if you start wasting time in the first minute of the first half or the first minute of the second half, you're still time wasting.
Of course, I agree. I absolutely agree. But what I'm trying to get at is, if the time wasting occurred later on in the game, is there more of a chance that the referee would have produced?
No. If he's not playing for Rangers, no, not a chance.
I don't know. I don't know if it's maybe overlooked it because it was so early on in the game. It should never have happened. Don't get me wrong, rules are rules, but
you are talking to somebody that's very biased. If you're looking for an even sort of, don't be asking me questions, because as far as I'm concerned, everybody's out to get us, and I will stick to that story all the way through. I'm sorry, it's so blatant that the enemies of our club, in fact, the enemies of our community, Chris, don't even try to hide it anymore. They think that they'll just get away with it just because they're anti-Rangers, anti-Protestant. They'll get away with it, whatever they need to get away with, and it's sort of more or less coming from the top of government.
Yeah. But why don't we take this time to talk about... So, we've seen today, referee not accepting advice from his linesman. It was a deliberate handball, scoring opportunity. What was that all about?
It's inexplicable. It really is inexplicable, because we've got nobody in our side in the media, whether it be the printed press or the radio or the television, and talk about the media. As far as I'm led to believe, BBC Scotland gave a full 10-second report on the Rangers score today. Now, as far as I'm concerned, if they'd never talk about Rangers again, I would be so happy. But, they've got their boycott going now. I'm paying for it, you're paying for it, but they won't give us any information about it, just because certain members of their staff have been sort of persona non grata at Ibrox.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, I do kind of share your feelings about the BBC. It wouldn't bother me either way if they continue to throw their dummy at the pram on things, you know. But so we've also got kind of well, the first sectarian goal from our new sectarian signing, Billy King.
I mean, did you read some of the comments that was in what the beasts were saying?
Do you know, Ian? I did. I took the time to look through Twitter, and some of the comments are completely ridiculous. Where do you start? I mean, you could send anyone towards Twitter, ask them to look up kind of Billy King Rangers signing.
I don't do Twitter at all.
What you would see would just make you laugh. A lot of it's cringeworthy. I mean, yeah, very ironic. You have no doubt seen it posted on your social media timelines and things. A lot of people have kind of posted that Billy King scored his first sectarian goal in the 16th hour of the day in the 90th minute. So that's another coincidence to throw out there. You know.
I get that on some forums and that I'm on, but I don't touch the social media. I just think it's a minefield, an absolute minefield, and I would end up in the jail because they're just looking to they've got teams of people, the enemies of our community and our club. I've got teams of people just scouring the internet, just looking for something just so they can be offended and go to the police with their offence.
Well, I mean, obviously, Billy King scoring today, right? Fantastic. I thought it was a really good goal.
That was a cracking goal, yeah. Well taken.
Scored his first time coming on the pitch. I thought that was great. It's great for the fans to see, great for the kind of background staff, great for the player himself. But that was the 90th minute. What about the first 89 minutes of that game?
It was poor. It really was poor. I mean, as I say, I temper that with what I watched under the managership of Capability Brown's sort of protege. Mm-hmm. And do you know who Capability Brown was?
Off the top of my head, no.
He was a very, very famous landscape gardener.
Right.
Well, a couple of 100 years ago.
Right.
And so you know who I'm getting at,
yes.
The gardener. Yes, I mean, people say he was a wage thief, I'd say he was an oxygen thief, but let's not get down that road. I'll end up getting another nosebleed. My blood pressure doesn't take talking about that, man. But anyway,
again, I think that's a name you're better off thrown into the mix after 9 o'clock.
I know.
It'd probably take a full hour to calm down after mentioning his name.
It would. But anyway, Mark Warburton has been a revelation. He's been a breath of fresh air. Love the football. But to get that football working properly for us, we're going to need better quality players. I mean, realistically, we've still got quite a few journeymen there, and they're trying their hardest. I cannot criticise their effort. I cannot criticise their fitness, their commitment. No, I mean, there was his press conference last week said that they watch a game right after they finish playing. They watch the game, and then they watch it again on the Sunday morning, and then they start to analyse it. So therefore, the effort is getting put in. But I cannot criticise. There's so many ways that I can't criticise them, but in other ways, the quality's not there. Now, to play that sort of football that Mark Warburton's trying to get the team playing, we need some cutting edge. We really do. I mean, we were watching it today, and they were pinned back in their 18-yard box, and we were passing the ball across, not able to find a telling pass through, or even somebody take the ball and doing a Gaza and actually getting through the middle of people. And we just don't have that at the moment. And obviously, we're not sort of, we're not your Man United's, Man City's, Chelsea's, and all the rest of it, with bottomless pits of money and just go and get the very best available. Mark Warburton is working to a budget, and he's working well to a budget.
Yeah.
But we need some fresh blood. We definitely do. Now, the one thing I would say is, I mean, I'm not so happy about loan signings, but if that's the way he wants to go. But if he's buying players, please don't buy players in Scotland. Do not give a penny to any of the people that try to kill our club. Just give them nothing. Go down to England and buy your players down there. Don't put any money into the pockets of the bastards up here. Did I say that word? Did I just swear again there? Sorry, folks.
No. There's Mark Warburton. I mean, he's the full package at the moment. But he did say, he said it in a couple of conferences where he's not worried in the slightest about this transfer window. A lot of people say, it's closing very soon, are you worried about it? And no, it doesn't seem phased at all. He doesn't seem worried. Now, that's fine coming from the gaffer, but as a fan, are you worried?
Well, I would say that's at odds with the chairman of the club, because when the chairman of the club rode in and he sort of on his warhorse of transparency and all the rest of it, he said that there was 3 transfer windows to get enough good quality players in so that we're competing as soon as we get to the top league. Now that's 2 transfer windows. I mean, Warburton went out and he got Kiernan and he got Waghorn and he got Tavernier.
Yeah.
3 really good signings for us. Really good signings. I don't know what they're going to be like when they go up against better opposition, but at the moment they're the deal. They really are the real deal.
Well, I'm really looking forward to our cup tie against Kilmarnock.
Yes, I am as well, because it's going to show us. Yes, because every other time we've had big games, St Johnstone, I was so disappointed.
Yeah. So much hype before that game, though. That added to the disappointment, wasn't it? There was so much hype. Yeah. There was so much from the Rangers support. Everybody believed that we were going to do it, and then all of a sudden the team goes on the park and crumbles.
Yeah, and I mean, there was a bit of physicality to get. Actually, today there was areas today that we were getting bullied. We don't seem to have a physical presence on the pitch. Lee Wallace surprised me. He's done a reasonably good job as a captain, but he's not the Rangers captain for me. No. I don't know. He's just not a driving force that I'm thinking about.
You're looking for more of a presence in the park?
Yes, I'm looking at your Butchers, at your Goffs. I'm going further back. I'm looking at John Gregg and people like that. And they were real leaders on the park. But Rangers always had more than one captain on the field of play. Rangers always had more than one sort of leader on the pitch. And we just not got that at the moment. No. Okay, we've got a bit of youth there, and the youth will develop. Andy Halliday's got a bit of sort of Monroe's, but again, he's lacking the consistency. Lee Wallace, to me, the couple of seasons that we've seen Lee Wallace, I would have punted him. I really would have. And it's the same as Nicky Law. Nicky Law's given us, he was useless today. His usual anonymous self.
Do you know what I really like?
For 2 seasons, he was an invisible man for 2 seasons.
What I like seeing in a young player, and I've seen it today a couple of times, Barry Mackay, when he runs at a player and he gets that wee bit of confidence, I love seeing that for you, Barry. I don't know what it is, but he's just got so much potential to me.
But his end product, he's got no end product. It's the same as Adua. Adua was great the first couple of times we seen him, and then he went, no froth and no coffee here. That's his cappuccino we're watching. And it's the same as Zelalem. Zelalem's probably going to turn out to be a great player.
Yeah.
But he gets lost at times. I mean, today, he bounced about. Oh, he's not scared to take the ball. But I don't know. There is just something. I can't put my finger on it. I just really can't put my finger on it. But there's something missing with a lot of them. Now, whether they're just not sort of good enough, I don't know. But to me, if we got with this squad at the moment, I don't see us sort of challenging. I really don't see. I don't. If we go up into the Premier League with the squad that we've got at the moment, we're not going to be challenging. Not in my eyes.
See, to be fair, I'm not saying I disagree with you. I'm not saying I agree with you. I don't really feel comfortable casting an opinion right now. I think after the Falkirk game, and we'll see how the team fares again. Kilmarnock. The Kilmarnock game coming up. I think after then we'll be able to kind of make more of an education